Hello everyone. We are discussing the palliative care by integrative approach. This is a 12-week course. And in this class, we are going to talk in the symptom management is spinal cord compression in palliative care. Suppose a patient is having a spinal cord compression, it is very painful. How to manage it? We are going to talk about it. So, first of all, you must understand what is spinal cord compression. This is a spinal cord, and this is a vertebrae. In between, the spinal cord is protected. It should not be harmed by any means, because once the spinal cord is damaged, you will get paralyzed and many functions will be compromised. So this is a tumor. When there is a tumor in your spinal cord, in your vertebrae, it will press the spinal cord, and that is the cause. Either you go for surgical or you have to bear with this. How to bear with this condition? That we are taking care of. Spinal cord compression is a serious complication in advanced cancer patients. You know, when cancer patient go under metastasis, it spreads all over the body. And when it affects the vertebral column, there is a symptom of spinal cord compression. Very, very painful. Its early recognition and intervention can prevent permanent neurological damage. How you will manage it? It requires multi-modal management, including allopathy, Ayurveda, and physiotherapy and lifestyle change. You can see this is your spinal cord. This is the cervical region. This is the thoracic region, this is the lung region, okay? And this is the lumbar region in the down, lumbar pain, L4, L5 is the most common in the back pain, and the sacral and cochlear region. This is the end of it. This is your whole spinal cord. So what is happening? Obstruction in this area, all the areas where there will be any obstruction, there will be pain. How to manage? Higher spinal pain, pain in neck region, a localized spinal pain, pain radiating either side of your spine. And this lumbar region, progressive lower back pain or pain down legs, both legs and your wrist will be having pain. So this is the same slide I told you. It may be due to swelling and a reduction of the blood vessel, blood supply to the spinal cord and nerve roots, resulting neurological disability. So when there is a tumor, this is one condition. But other condition is the restricted blood supply to the nervous system. That can be managed by palliative care. Okay? So, I mean, pain problem is there, but why it is happening? If it is tumor, it's one issue. If it is non-tumorous, other factors are there. The causes of spinal cord compression, it is metastatic cancer like breast cancer, lung cancer, prostate, myeloma. Primary spinal tumor, less common. Primary spinal tumor is less common, but metastatic cancer is more common. And leptomeningeal disease, cancer cells in spinal lining. The osteoporotic fractures, spinal infections, and degenerative disc disease. Disc degeneration is very common, and then spinal cord compression can take place. So these are the things which can be managed in palliative care non-surgically. The pain, motor deficits, sensory changes, and autonomic dysfunction. What is there? Severe back pain, radiating to limbs, weakness, difficulty, walking paralysis. This is the motor deficit. Sensory deficit, numbness, tingling, loss of sensation. And autonomic dysfunction is loss of bowel, bladder control. So there are the different signs and symptoms of the spinal cord compression. The diagnostic approaches, MRI of the spine, this is a gold standard, CT scan with radiography, alternative if MRI is unavailable, and X-ray useful for fractures and biopsy for undiagnosed malignancy. These are the allopathic treatment, corticosteroid is very common for pain reduction and swelling. Pain management, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, opiates like morphine and other. Radiotherapy for radiosensitive tumor like prostate and breast cancer. Surgery for unstable spine, significant compression, and this medicine for prevent the bone resorption. Palliative versus curative radiotherapy. Indication for using the palliative radiotherapy. Pain due to bone metastasis, locally advanced thoracic cancer, pain and neurological compromise due to malignant spinal cord compression, symptoms due to brain metastasis, symptoms due to advanced head and neck cancer, bleeding, pain, malodor due to skin cancer. These are the symptoms, palliative and curative cancer. So, attitude, interest and skill necessary for acute and curative care and disease modifying therapy. So, this is the balance you have to make. So, Ayurvedic management, some herbal things can be used based on the recommendation of the Ayurvedic physician. When you will refer your patient to the Ayurvedic physician, he will recommend the medicine like ashwagandha, guglu, dashmul, quat, or Chir Bala Tel medication and medicated lysis, which is a brain tonic, nerve external massage. This is Chir Bala Tel, pacifies vata, relieves pain, supports bone health and reduces pain. These are the approaches which we apply in such cases, chronic cases. Panchakarma therapy is also very effective. The Abhyang is the oil massage, reduces the pain. Swedan, steam therapy, steam bath or the detox bath, they enhance the circulation. And Kati Basti means your vest. We put oil, medicated oil, and allow it to, it is like a fomentation and pooling the medicated oil on the lower back. And Shirodhara, oil pouring on your forehead for relaxation. This is also very important. And medicated enema is a gold method to control all vatic disorders. And lifestyle modification, the postural corrections, this is very important because use ergonomic cushion and spinal braces. Most of the people do it when they are having back pain. And physiotherapy, electrotherapy, spinal decompression and muscle strengthening exercises. Physiotherapist will recommend and you can do it comfortably. And yoga and spinal health, like these are the poses, yoga teacher will give you better. If you need yoga for your patient, you have to consult a certified yoga therapist to take it. A dietary support for this patient is the calcium and magnesium supplement. Sesame seeds and almond is good for this, but medicines are also coming. Anti-inflammatory like turmeric, ginger and black pepper, omega-3 fatty acid like flax seeds, walnut, fish, and protein like lentils and paneer nuts. These are the recommended. And avoid processed and junk food, excessive red meat and fried food, refined sugar and excess salt and carbonated drink. So home remedies includes the turmeric and black pepper with milk, anti-inflammatory both are. Warm castor oil massage, pain relief. Herbal poultice for the local fermentation, hot local fermentation, reduces the inflammation, and the shmul decoction supports the spinal regeneration. Emergency consideration, signs indicate urgent intervention, sudden paralysis or complete bowel bladder loss, severe persistent pain despite medication, breathing difficulty or chest pain. You should immediately go to the hospital for the emergency management. Role of the palliative care in focus on symptom relief rather than curative treatment. What are the symptoms? I have told you: pain, anxiety, discomfort. Multidisciplinary approach, oncologist, neurologist, physiotherapist and Ayurvedic expert. All the four stakeholders will be very helpful in managing your patient. Emphasizing patient comfort with pain control and emotional support. Pain control is very important. An integrative approach, combining allopathy. What is this? Opiates and steroid, allopathy, and Ayurvedic oils and herbal painkillers. And bone strengthening, this is the medicine, and we give gulu and ashwagandha. Nerve protection is the gabapentin and pregabalin they are recommending, and we are recommending Brahmi, medicated basti. And physiotherapy, spinal decompression, and we recommend Kati Basti and yoga. So if they are combined together, the patient will get better benefit. Now, myths and facts, very well. This SCC is always reversible. No, not always. Earlier intervention maybe reverse, can reverse, but if it is a chronic case, it is difficult to reverse. Only cancer patients get this, also occur in infection and fracture. This can also occur. Cancer patient will definitely may get it at the stage of metastasis or all, but other people can also get. Surgery is the only solution. This is not true. Many cases are managed conservatively. The integrative approach improves the symptom control. So patient caregiver support, education on symptom recognition, very important, early diagnosis, and training caregiver on pain management techniques. Pain management techniques, it includes the home remedies, it includes the yogic or posture exercises, or it includes the lifestyle management. And providing emotional and psychological support. This is definitely a caregiver should do it. Challenges in this, delayed diagnosis. You start with the back pain, but you continue for 6 months or a year, then you go to the doctor. That is the problem. In the beginning, you should go. In the palliative care, if the pain has started, if there is L4, L5 problem is there, back pain is there, immediately try to rectify it because surgical intervention is the very late and very difficult. So people go for the non-surgical treatment. Limited access to advanced palliative care and balancing pain control with mobility preservation. This is very important. So summary, take home message is early detection, number one, and intervention prevents irreversible damage. Very important, early detection. Pain relief and mobility maintenance are primary goal of the palliative caregiver. Integrative management will enhance the quality of life. And patient-centered care ensures better symptom control. So this is now last part of the lecture. I am giving you a case. A patient with metastatic prostate cancer develops sudden lower limb weakness. He is having metastatic prostate, but suddenly he develops this symptom. It means there is some compression in the spinal cord. One has to take care. What immediate steps should be taken as a caregiver? How can integrative therapy help? I think this is also you have to answer on the Google class. With these words, I end this talk. So thank you very much for your patient listening.